Some women, they beg God for pikin. Some they cry, say they never born. But this one use their own child do business. If you think say wickedness don't finish for this world, I beg sit down well. Because what this woman do to her own baby no be small thing. It shock even evil people. Now story of fame, now story of poverty, now story of how likes and views destroy mother instinct. Before we continue, I beg, help me like this video. Drop your honest thoughts for comment section and subscribe to this channel. If you never do am, turn on notification bell, make you no miss the next chapter. Now let's enter the story properly. In a quiet village called Umu Odu, there lived a young woman whose name echoed louder than church bell on Sunday morning. Her name was Adaeze Okore. If you mention Adaeze for Umodu, nobody go ask which one, because there was only one, the slay queen, the Instagram baddie, the village girl we make am, at least online. Adaeze was just 22 years old, but the way she carried herself, you would think she had conquered the world. Every day she posted videos. Get ready with me, soft life updates, my morning routine, luxury background, designer bags, some real, some, let's just say God knows. Perfect lighting, perfect angles. And always beside her was her baby, 6-month-old Nenna. But what people didn't know was this. That child was not born out of love. She was born out of fear of poverty. Make the lashes longer. This one too short. And the nails, I beg, shape am coffin style. I no like round. Adaeze sat comfortably in her chair, legs crossed, phone in hand, scrolling through Instagram while talking. In front of her was a lash technician, nervous, sweating. On a small cushion lay little Nenna. Tiny hands, tiny feet, innocent eyes. The lash tech cleared her throat. Madam, I beg no vex. This baby is still too small for lash extension. If it damage her eyes. Adaeze didn't even look up. No child of mine will look anyhow. She replied sharply. This is her 6th-month photo shoot. She must slay. The baby started crying. A cry that shook the room. Mama, mama. The lash tech paused again. Madam, the baby they cry. Adaeze's head snapped up like thunder. Are you doing this work for free? I been my money you they use ask question. The room went silent. Fear defeated conscience. The lash tech continued. That day, something irreversible began. Adaeze was not born wicked. She was born poor, very poor. Her father, Papa Chibuzo, was a roadside mechanic whose hands were always black with grease. Her mother, Mama Ifunaya, sold sachet water under the burning sun. 3 square meals was luxury. Sometimes Adaeze followed her mother to sell water. She carried cooler almost her size. Sweat soaked her uniform. Dust clung to her skin. Yet she loved school. She was brilliant. Her teachers believed in her. Her dream, I want to be a doctor, she used to say proudly. I want to treat poor people for free. But hunger does not respect dreams. School fees increased. Books cost money. Uniform tore. 1 term she didn't return to school. Another term passed. Then the final blow. Her parents couldn't pay again. That night, Adaeze cried till her pillow was wet. Her dreams died quietly. Selling water on the road changed her heart. She watched rich children pass by in tinted cars, iPads in hand, ice cream melting, parents laughing while she drank garri with groundnuts. That was when envy entered her soul. If my parents had money, my life no go be like this, she kept saying. She started hating poverty. She started hating her father. She started hating life. She promised herself something dangerous. My child will never suffer like me. At 16, she washed clothes for a rich family. One afternoon, she was outside washing and softly singing. Suddenly, push, she fell. A rich girl her age stood over her. Why you dey sing? You dey irritate me. Look at your dressing. Disgusting. Adaeze was confused. I no even dey inside the house. The girl brought clean clothes and threw them at her. Wash again. Adaeze refused. The girl called her mother. Without listening, the woman shouted, Shut up and wash, you poor thing. Tears dropped into the water. That day, Adaeze whispered, If I was rich, nobody would talk to me like this. That day, goodness left her. At 17, she met a woman called Madam Blessing. Fine girl like you, they sell pori water. You suppose they make money. Money. That word hypnotized her. She ran away from home that night. She told herself, I'm doing this for all of us. That decision changed everything. Stripping, online men, dirty money. Good girl no dey pay o, Blessing used to say. Adaeze adapted fast. She was beautiful. Men loved her. Money flowed. At 19, she bought her first iPhone. She started posting. And people loved her. That was how Adaeze, the slay queen, was born. Then came Chief Obinna. Married, rich, powerful. He spoiled her. But when things went wrong, he disappeared. And then came the pregnancy. He rejected her, sent money, cut her off. Adaeze cried, then smiled. Scrolling through Instagram, she saw a baby influencer. That was when the idea entered her head. She placed her hand on her stomach. If I can't rise again, you will. She gave birth alone, with one promise in her heart. That child would be her second chance.
The day Nena came into the world, she no belonged to herself again. She belonged to the camera. Adaeze didn't cradle her gently or whisper lullabies like other mothers. She carried her child and whispered captions. Good morning, my royal family. Say hi to my mini-me. Ring lights on, phone in hand, filters ready. From the first week, Nena's face was online. By 2 weeks, Adaeze already started posting videos. Look at my tiny queen, mini slay queen vibes only. Nena was too small to understand, too small to consent. Every cry interrupted with, shh, shh, don't spoil the video. Even at midnight, Adaeze filmed. Diaper half full, hair messy, teethless smile forced. But people loved it. Followers grew like wildfire. Brands started noticing. Adaeze smiled. Validation, likes, views, engagement. That was her drug. At 2 months, she did something shocking. Artificial nails for Nena. Tiny hands, soft skin. The baby screamed. Mama Ifunaya running. Adaeze, what thing you they do? This baby too small. Adaeze waved her off. Mama, no understand. This is business. This is the future. Nena's little fingers shook as the nail glue dried. She tried to pull her hands away. Screams filled the room. The video went viral. Thousands of likes. Adaeze laughed. You see, engagement. By 3 months, nails no longer enough. Foundation, powder, tiny lip gloss. Adaeze would sit Nena on her lap, force her eyes open, whisper, Stay still now, my slay queen, we must shine online. Nena cried. Her skin reacted badly. Rashes appeared. Mama Ifunaya begged. I beg, reduce this camera nonsense. Begin they suffer. Adaeze snapped. Mama, I know they suffer again. This child is our way out. Those words echoed. They were not lies. They were her truth. Fame and money before love. Slowly, something tragic happened. Nena stopped recognizing her mother. When Adaeze held her, she screamed. When Mama Ifunaya carried her, she calmed. Adaeze noticed. Instead of softening, she got angry. Why you know they bond with me? She muttered. She didn't realize you can't replace love with lenses. As Nena neared 6 months, Adaeze wanted to go bigger. Internet must explode, no small thing. Luxury backdrop, professional photographers, full glam. She called the lash technician again. When the woman arrived and saw the tiny baby, her heart sank. Madam, I beg, nails okay, but lashes for baby? Adaeze stood up, eyes cold like ice. Do you know how many brands they watch me? Nena cried, little fists flailing. The lash tech hesitated. Adaeze shouted, Is it your money? Fear defeated reason. The lashes were fixed. The baby screamed until her tiny voice went hoarse. That night, Adaeze uploaded the photos. The internet exploded. Comments poured in. Mini slay queen. She's adorable. Future influencer already. Then came the DM. A cosmetic company wanted a partnership. 50 million naira. Adaeze danced. She screamed. She ran to Nena's room. "Nena, we did am!" She picked the baby. At first, Nena was quiet. Then suddenly, painful cries. Her eyes shut tightly. Adaeze froze. Mama Ifnaya rushed in. They tried to remove the lashes. Nothing. The baby screamed harder, tears mixed with blood. They rushed to the hospital. Doctors struggled. Hours passed. Then finally, Nena opened one eye. The other one, gone, contaminated. She may never see again, the doctor whispered. News spread like wildfire. Followers turned to haters. She used her child, monster mama, wicked woman. The 50 million naira brand deal vanished. Adaeze collapsed. Her fame evaporated. Police arrested her. 10 years in prison. Her phone fell to the floor, still recording. Prison is a bitter teacher. Adaeze lost everything. Her hair thin, her skin dull, her eyes tired. At night, she had cries, her own child's cries, in her dreams. Every night. She screamed. She begged for forgiveness, but no one came. She realized finally, money and fame can destroy love. 10 years passed. Adaeze aged. She learned humility the hard way. When she walked out of prison, she had nothing. No followers, no funds, no luxury, no child. She asked the first question that haunted her for a decade. Where is my child?
10 years had passed, and Adaeze Okuri walked out of prison, a shadow of her former self. Gone were the ring lights, gone were the followers, gone were the soft life captions and viral videos. She stepped into the sunlight cautiously, breathing the freedom that felt heavy on her chest. For the first time in over a decade, Adaeze was alone with her thoughts. Her first question, the one that haunted her every waking moment in prison, was the one she dared to ask now. Where is my child, Nena? After weeks of relentless searching, Adaeze finally located her mother, Mama Ifwanya, living quietly in a small town far from Umodu. Mama Ifwanya had aged. Her back was bent, her hands were rough, her face wore the marks of sorrow and time. When she saw Adaeze, she paused. Then tears flowed freely. "My daughter," she whispered. Adaeze fell to her knees. "Mama, please, where is Nena?" Mama Ifwanya looked away and her voice shook. "She is alive, but she is blind." The words hit Adaeze harder than the cold walls of prison ever could. She collapsed. Her hands clawed at the earth. "No, Mama, how? I didn't mean..." "Adaeze," Mama Ifwanya said softly but firmly. "Ignorance and intention no dey matter. The consequence dey real." Nena had been living in a special care home supported by donations and community programs for visually impaired children. Now 10 years old, she was small, quiet and careful, the light of her innocence dimmed by the past. Adaeze approached the home with trepidation. Her heart raced. What if Nena hated her? What if the child screamed? The nurse opened the door. "Nena, someone wants to see you," she said gently. Nena turned her head slowly. "Who?" Adaze's voice cracked. It's your mother." Silence. Then in a voice sharper than any whip, Nena said, "I don't have a mother." Adaze's heart shattered. Tears fell freely down Adaze's face. She sank to her knees again, reaching for the child. "Nena, I am so sorry. I know I hurt you. I made mistakes, terrible mistakes." The girl's small hands touched Adaze's face carefully, trying to recognize her. "Was I a mistake too?" Nena asked softly. "No, never," Adaeze whispered. The child looked at her, and Adaeze could see a mix of curiosity, fear, and the faintest glimmer of trust. From that day on, Adaeze began visiting regularly, but the camera stayed in the bag. No phones, no recording, no pictures, just presence. At first, Nena kept her distance, but children have an innate sense of truth, and slowly trust grew. They would walk together. Adaeze would guide her carefully. Sometimes Nena would giggle, feel her mother's warmth, and for a moment the years of neglect seemed almost erased. One day, after a long afternoon of walking and talking, Nena asked something that pierced Adaze's soul. "Mommy, if there was no camera, if there was no money, would you still love me?" Adaze's eyes filled with tears. She hugged her tightly, holding her closer than she had ever held anyone in her life. "Yes, I promise, always." For the first time, it was real. No audience, no likes, no comments, no validation, just mother and child. Months passed. Adaeze dedicated herself to Nena's care. She learned to cook meals carefully. She learned Braille basics to communicate. She learned patience. She learned humility. She became a mother in the truest sense, not a content creator. Sometimes she would sit quietly watching Nena play with toys and whisper, "I almost lost you forever, and I don't deserve your forgiveness." But Nena, even in her silence, offered the smallest smiles and gentle touches, a tiny glimmer of hope. Adaeze realized painfully, some people chase fame, some chase money, some chase validation. But when you use a child as a ladder, the fall is heavier than you can imagine. She thought back to the lash incident, the makeup, the nails, the countless videos. Every like had been bought with her child's innocence. Every comment a little piece of Nena's pain. And now, years later, the price was paid in lost sight, lost childhood, and lost time. Adaeze never returned to social media. She found a small job at a tailoring shop in a nearby town. She lived quietly, humbly. Every evening, she walked with Nena. She guided her gently along paths, teaching her to feel the world with hands and heart rather than eyes. Sometimes people would recognize her. "She looks like that influencer," they would whisper. Adaeze kept her head down. Fame had left her, and she welcomed its absence. One evening, as the sun set over Umudu, Adaeze and Nena sat on the porch together. The wind blew softly. The air smelt of rain and earth. Nena broke the silence. "Mommy, I forgive you." Adaeze felt a flood of emotion she had not felt in 10 years, not because she deserved forgiveness, but because she received it. For the first time, she understood. Love cannot be bought, love cannot be recorded, love cannot be influenced. To anyone watching this story today, your child is not content. Your child is not a brand. Your child is not a tool for your fame or money. Likes fade, views disappear, fame evaporates. But trauma stays forever. Adaeze learned the hardest way, and Nena paid the price of her mother's ambition. But through patience, humility, and real love, some broken things can still be mended. Adaeze and Nena continued their slow, quiet life together. The cameras were gone. The likes were gone. The viral videos were gone. But they had something money and fame could never give. True presence, real love, and second chances. And that, my friends, is the story of Adaeze, the slay queen of Umudu, and the price of chasing fame at the expense of love. If this story touched your heart, made you reflect, or shocked you, please like this video, drop your thoughts in the comment section, and subscribe to this channel. Share this story. It might save a child.